took this front motor mount off. Well, it's the motor mount, but for a front wheel drive, and it was on here. I don't know if all Dakotas came with that on there, just because I think it had something to do with holding the accessories for the power steering pump. But I took that off, and God damn it. And this was behind it. I'm like, this isn't grease. And I was like pulling it apart. Like, this looks like JB Weld kinda. And then, so you can see that big lip and all the rust around it. Come to our block here. And cracked all the way from that crank center line up right there. So this block's junk. But that's good news for us because our friend over there can really make it junk for us. I'm working on getting the intercooler mounted. Got the radiator out. I think I'm gonna be able to mount this stud, which actually held the AC condenser in. And then I beat this in, you know. Look at that. Can't even tell it's beat. But that's beat in. That gives me more room. And I gotta move the radiator. So this peg will actually be over here now. And I'm gonna have to, you can see like right about there. That's where I'll have to drill a hole and then get rid of this stupid plastic shit. So it's fucking still cold out. You know, so that fucking sucks. And yeah, this garage is tiny. It's supposed to get a house, but that fell through with a shop. So fuck it. Stuck in this fucking shitty ass house for a while. Anyways, rant over. But yeah, we get the intercooler mounted. Probably gonna have to do a piece of angle iron from here. Probably just stick weld it. Just a little bead, and then go to right here. And then that'll hold that other bracket. Or there's two brackets on it. Right there, and then there's one identical on the other side. But yeah, that angle iron will bolt to that. So it'll be kind of like cattywampus. It's gonna follow the arch of the bumper right there. So it's gonna come out like that. I got the holes drilled for the radiator. That one ran into that other hole, and then this one is all by itself. See it go down in there. Then I got to ream it out a little bit more, but that's where it's gonna go. So about 3 inches over from the center line. And then I got to pound these tabs in, and I'm gonna drill a hole to put these back on, like right here, right there, in front of that. Drill the hole, use those same clips that are threaded. I don't know what they're called, but that's what I'm gonna use there. I got this mounted. I just stick welded it because I pay my ass to take it and my TIG's acting up. Well, I mean, it's the same machine, just something with the gas is fucky, and it'd be a real pain in the ass to do it. So yeah, it looks like shit, absolute shit. But I got her tacked in up there too. I mean, I can move the whole truck back and forth with it, so it's plenty strong for what it's gonna do. Just threw some black paint on it so it doesn't rust up. I mean, as it's like the dollar can of spray paint. Probably should have just left it rusted. Be roddy dog. But yeah, let me get the radiator back in, intercooler back in, and show you that. There it is, all installed. So it actually has pressure on the boot right there, so hopefully that keeps them from blowing off. I mean, I don't think I'll have problems with them blowing off because of how much power I have, how much boost I'll be running, not power, but hopefully it'll be around like 15 pounds, 13 pounds. I just want to be like around the stock. The only reason I got a different turbo is just because the factory one wouldn't work because it's like in the firewall. Like I'd have to cut a hole out of the firewall and then pull tubing out of the firewall. So that's how I went with that turbo. And I don't really know a whole lot about turbos. So I just got that one. I figured, oh, this one's good to 400 horse. So that was like one of the smallest turbos I could find on eBay. I get it, and it's fucking huge. And then I learned what T3, T4 means. T3 means the exhaust housings of T3. T4 is the intake housings. So the intake housing's really big on it. You can see how much bigger it is than the, like, intake is so much bigger than the exhaust. You can see it more that way. But radiator's in, so I'll tell you exactly how far. Move the radiator over. So 3 inches. So 1 pecker length for me. It's moved over, and but yeah, looks good. Plenty of room in there. Almost a straight shot right to here. This is 2 1/4, so I need a 2.5 inch to 2 1/4 adapter. And what we'd all do for 1/4 inch more, you know, double the pecker size. But yeah, hopefully this block lasts for a little bit. But I'll have to do an oil return, so drill a hole somewhere. Maybe pan the block. Who knows what I'll do. But yeah, that's another step done. So I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do for exhaust manifold. I kind of want to take this one, chop it like at the runners right here on all of them, and then just do a log manifold. So just weld a piece of tubing on there, and then do the flange straight off this probably to do the turbo, and the turbo will be facing like this, and then that will be pretty much a straight shot to the intercooler also, which this is 2 inch, so I got to get a 2 to 2.5 inch for that, and then an air filter too. We'll probably just run one of those like turbo guards or whatever, like the little screen fucking things. But yeah, that's where we're at. Long ways to go, but it's came a long ways. Oh, and I gotta get a throttle cable. I think I talked about that before. I think a 2nd gen neon throttle cable work, because it comes out over there, then it wraps all the way around the engine, and like wraps back around the front to go to the, it might be just an RT throttle or cable. I think they might have all used that because of the RT, because the RT has the divorced throttle body on like the little rubber boot down there. But yeah, hopefully that'll work. I think it should work, but because it's gonna have to come here, I might run it right here, run it there to there, and then right in there, or right there, not in there. Nothing looks new. Nothing looks new.
I don't know. Is this new? The radiator?
That's the intercooler.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's the new thing.
What's this? Is that always been there?
The balance, yeah.
I put it in everything.
It's the intercooler. It's that thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's new?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I already pointed that out.
It took you like 10 minutes.
What's the significance of that?